Greetings, I'm Demonac, and it's arena time. So, we haven't had any opponents die of heart attacks and timeout yet, but actually doing pretty well here. Like 5 wins, I mean this is a solid run already. I did not expect to get all that much out of this deck, but it definitely has some weenie power. I mean, it doesn't have too many 4-cost things, and it only has about 6 cards-ish that are 5-cost or more, so it definitely has stuff that's cheap, and there aren't too many just like flat-out weak cards in there. There is the Sapper, that's pretty sad, and the Hunter with the Boar, what's-her-face, not good 3-cost card, but even they're sort of filling a 3-cost slot, although the Sapper is actually worse, because 2-4 for 3 with no abilities is just slowing my roll significantly, and the chances of his ability ever actually doing anything are very slim. That's why the bonus is so big. Like, 6-4 for 3? Never gonna see that. Use a hoser for specific types of decks, and not a strong enough hoser to really impact handlocks or whatever.
Versus Uther.
Got another Paladin.
I will fight.
Pretty dangerous. But, holy Bloodsail Raiders, Batman. Get rid of that. Cold Blood. Okay, well, that's not really a very starting handy card, unfortunately. Going first, I don't have the coin. If I had the coin, I could go Bloodsail, Bloodsail, or I could go Dagger, Bloodsail, Bloodsail, and that might do something, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do about this. Mostly lose, probably. But we'll see. Suppose it's a little early to start complaining. Positive! Positive. What do we got? Okay, so my opponent didn't do anything. That's probably a good sign. I'm going to get one of these out. I got Dagger, and then one of them probably would have been a reasonable play, but now I've got a third turn play as well. I just can keep putting stuff out. So as much as it would make them both bigger, I don't know. What is he going to coin out? Because he saved it. So you have a powerful 3-cost minion, or is he saving it for something actually seriously large to really crush me later on? I don't know. Maybe his hand's horrible. It's just all expensive things that he can't use, which would still probably crush me later on, because this doesn't look like a Deadly Rush sort of start. No Cut Burst, no Defiance.
Hey, I can see my house from here.
Oh, awesome. He's a 3/3 Wind Fury if my opponent just uses his power, which of course, as a Paladin, that's a perfectly fine power. Spend 2 mana, get a 1/1, and this guy gets to attack twice? That's no good. Now, technically, so I could use this or a dagger to kill him, take some damage myself, or lose her and the cold blood. But do I leave him alive and put out the Goblin Sapper? Because next turn he only has 3 mana. If he makes a guy next turn, then he's not playing his card, so this would be a 6/4. I think I'm going to take the chance that he might actually do something ever. We'll see how it goes. I can see my opponent making a guy, hitting me for 3, and killing her. Maybe? I don't know. I'm wondering if this will maybe scare him into doing something about it. If he plays a card, chances are he's not going to be inspiring this, so it won't get Wind Fury, so I might have more time to deal with it in an appropriate fashion. For example, by drawing something that would actually help with that. Although I don't have a lot of stuff in here that just, like, kills guys, unfortunately. I've managed okay so far without it, but yeah, I think I've given him a very confusing situation. He was like, well, I knew exactly what I was going to do. I was going to make a guy and hit you for 6. Now, this thing there is like throwing a monkey wrench into the works. Unless he had a 1-cost card in his hand. If he had like a bubble, that would have been nice. Okay, so you can play her with no bonus. You take the damage on him. That actually didn't work out too badly, I would have to say. I'm not going to get this guy killed right now, unfortunately, but I guess we're going to make a dagger. Take a Bloodsail Raider. And we're going to beat her down. What else are we going to do? So he's no longer got the hit points to kill 2 guys. He's probably going to inspire, hit me for 3, kill this guy, because this guy's starting to seem like a threat. Except he's such a piece of junk. If you could just play a couple of cards, he stops being a threat immediately. It's funny I was talking about him not being of any use, and yet, yeah, he's not gotten the bonus, but this game, he has actually caused my opponent to play differently already, and that is of a strategic value. That makes him worth his cost, oddly enough. No Wind Fury for him ever. Cool. The Warhorse, I was talking about Quill 18 with the Warhorse. So, like, a 5-3 charge for 4 is very strong, right? A 5-3 charge... I'm sorry, a 5-3 for 4 with a 50-50 chance at charge is actually still pretty good. The problem is that when you play it, you don't know if it has charge. So, if when you drew this guy, he did the joust, and you just found out, okay, he's going to have charge this game, or, oh, damn it, he doesn't have charge, he would be a way stronger card. The problem is when you play it and you want that charge, you don't know if you're getting it or not, and that's really bad.
So many options.
As the case is, though, I'm just going to play Spiteful Smith. Do I want to... I would take 4 damage, which hurts a lot, if I wanted to use this and trade him to kill that. But this guy is pretty vulnerable. I think I might actually take that risk. I hate that if he gets like a Succubus or Millhouse Mana Storm, it's going to suck. But otherwise... Oh, that was awesome. Okay. That is a horrible 2-drop to have no Battle Cry, so that's good. But yeah, the Warhorse... If you knew when you drew it, whether it would have charge or not, I think it would be a very powerful card. The real drawback is kind of subtle, like you have to think about it, but it's the fact that if I want to play it to get rid of the Mechanical Yeti, I have no way to know whether it's going to work or not. And if I play this and he doesn't have charge, he's not going to get rid of the Mechanical Yeti, he's not going to accomplish whatever objectives I had for that, and I'm going to be all screwed up. So, it's interesting. I think I want to kill the Ooze. Trigger his secret. Now, this guy might get the Avenge.
So many options.
Should be unfortunate. You know what? I think I'm going to play the horse and see if it gets charged. Because it makes a big difference. If it gets charged, I can kill the Yeti. No. I already know that it lost. It's extra annoying that way. Because it would have showed us, it would have highlighted as available if I won. Oh, it gets reduced to 1 health. Okay. That is so much better. I'm glad that's the secret he had and not, like, a good one. So, okay. Which way do I want to go with the deck? I think I'm going to hit this for a bunch of damage, and it... Nah. Nah, I'm not. I'm just going to kill that. Just get him beefed up and hit for 3. That's fine. There's no easy thing on the board to kill this with. I mean, if he kills this with that, then his secret was totally wasted. His secret is already pretty much wasted because it was a garbage secret anyway, and it just reduced a weak minion to still be weak. Unless he has something that does 1 damage. Okay, so he can kill the Smith. That is unfortunate. Does he have a way to kill this? Oh, he doesn't die, alright. Okay. Yeah, that's really unfortunate, actually. But okay. No. You don't need to do that. Well, you could play the Enforcer. Obey the rules. You know, just like reduce him to 1 attack and then he could still kill your Yeti. No. Okay. That was a very good turn for him. He killed that thing, didn't lose the Yeti. I'd have to take 5 damage to kill the Yeti. Ugh. I guess I'm gonna take 5 damage to kill the Yeti. I want to get her out, but I kind of want to have the stuff. Oh, it's a bad use of the mana right now.
I wonder.
Yeah, I'm gonna play him first. Okay, I'm gonna stab the Yeti.
Here we go.
The question is, moving blades. Okay. The question is, do I play the Yeti? I mean the champion. Oh, now I'm getting confused. Verbally confused, not actually confused. Or do I make a dagger, play Silvermoon Guardian, and then sort of be ready next turn? Well, if I'm going to do that, that doesn't use my mana very efficiently. I might as well just play the Harpy then. Okay, let's just play the Harpy then. Fine. Do I waste the Whirling Blades on her? I've got the mana right now. It's dumb to use it in advance, but I'm going to do that anyway. Because I should have no trouble casting Cold Blood with combo next turn if I need it. Now, she's probably just going to die to something, but I don't know, maybe my opponent's used up his die to something cards. If she were to survive unmolested, it would be awesome now. Boo. At least that took most of his turn, but I am taking a beating. That's why I originally didn't want to do that, because something would kill her. But it would have killed this. It would have also been annoying. I don't know. Annoyatron, that'll come in handy later. But I think, do I want to get him out? No, actually, it'll work out pretty well if I get out these guys.
Silvermoon shall not fall.
Now, is it worth saving that dagger? Like, it's just hitting him for 1, which is probably not making much difference. I could get the Sharp Sword Oil. I could draw that and potentially do sort of Cold Blood Sharp Sword Oil sort of thing, or vice versa. Not much else it modifies the weapon. Smith's already gone. I think I'm fine. I should just attack for 1.
Go.
I can also draw the Perdition's Blade, which I might want to use to blow that up. You better not have the, like, Blood Elf steal your bubbles guy, because then it would be game over. I'm already not doing so hot. He's thinking about something. You wouldn't think he'd be thinking about the steal your bubbles guy. That seems like a no-brainer. 3/3 for 3 mana for a 9/9, and I lose my bubbles. What are you going to do?
You're in trouble now.
Okay, this is a 5/6 for 5.
I can fix anything.
Pretty strong.
Reporting for duty.
Just making army. You gonna knock off the bubble? I don't think he wants to knock off the bubble, because then I can just stab the wolf down. So, nice. Oh, I've got choices now. So I could go Bam, Kraken, and hit for 1. I could play the Stormwind Champion. So this would have 2 attacks, so it could kill the wolf. This guy would have 4 attack. And I could actually just, like, buff him, kill that. Then he would just have 4 hit points, but there would only be these 2 guys left. And Annoyatron would still be alive. That seems pretty good. Okay, I'm sold. I'll do it that way. Save the Kraken.
Behold the might of Stormwind!
Sort of like Save the Whales, but much less popular.
Remember Kel'Thuzad!
Actually, I can get rid of him too. Yeah, remember Kel'Thuzad. Where the hell Kel'Thuzad is. I guess it was a place. Remember the Alamo. Okay, I've eaten pie. I can't because my opponent's holding a card. Let me eat my pie!
Blow something up!
Well, I guess that worked out fine for you. You have another charge to take this down, or this, or kill something. Because you're probably not happy with the state of things. Excuse me. Hey, it's the hi, I'm better than a Magma Rager. Magma Rager was so bad. Okay, like 5/2 for 3 is interesting. That's a lot of attack. It's no longer killed by just utterly trivial things. It's no longer killed by a single shot from 3 classes hero power. Or 4 counting this. So, that is interesting. Okay, first off, do I have lethal damage? Because I've got 14 plus 4. 18 is not lethal damage. I can't do more with this, so he's going to be more effective for that. I think the thing to do is play him to blow that up, and then hit my opponent for a ridiculous amount of damage. Rawr.
Remember Kel'Thuzad!
So that's interesting. Watch him play the new Paladin Legend guy. He's like 3/7 for 7, and reduces all opponents' minion to 1 attack. Be like, so much. It actually wouldn't work out that great for him. This guy would still give his bonus to them, and my guys would have 1,000,000 hit points. He's got double Murloc Knights. That's going to fill up his board real fast, but he loses. Because every time you use a hero ability with one of these guys, you get supposed to be a random Murloc. They both got the same one, which is kind of weird. But yeah, that worked out pretty well eventually. So, go me. I did draw a lot of my fat contingents, but it was badly needed. Ooh, 6 wins? I was expecting this deck to get like 3 wins and die. So, 6 wins is hard to complain about. I can complain about anything, though. That's possible. What do we got? Opponent me. Opponent me. It's going. Ish. Hello? The cancel button went away. That implies you found someone. Okay. It's not a mage! I was expecting a mage. However, this is a hunter that it feels like putting up against someone who's got 6 wins, so I don't know.
Back.
Oh, you're too expensive for starting hand. You're not great, but I think I gotta keep her. Oh, most of my deck is cheaper, though. I got pretty good odds of getting... I want to get some 2-cost guys. So I'm gonna pitch her and hope. I got one. He's pretty good if my opponent coins out a cheap minion. If my opponent were to coin this out, it would be fantastic. Well, actually, not so much, because he would still get a card. But if he coined out something that had 1 hit point, this guy would crush it. But if he coins out something that is like another 2-3, this guy wins the exchange. Nope, but I'm glad I drew this, because now I have an alternate choice. Hey, are you squelched? You're not squelched! What the hell is wrong? I don't want to play this guy when there's no enemy minion. I mean, doing 1 damage to the enemy, like, player, is just sad. At this stage. Like, that's not what makes him good. If anything makes him good. Okay, well, we're gonna see what your secret is. Oh, it's the bear trap. So, if I played him and he did 1 damage to the bear, then the bear wouldn't survive against either of my guys, which would be pretty kick-ass. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna play the Goblin Sapper to try and penalize my opponent for not playing cards. I'm sure he can take out the Sapper. It's not a big threat, but he's got 7 cards. He'd have to play 2 cards or do something to get rid of him. That is surprisingly interesting. It's amazing what happens when I, like, badmouth a card, and then suddenly all these situations start creating themselves to be like, oh no, you're totally wrong. Murphy's Law declares that this card is actually good. The card is not actually good, but it has certainly been it was useful in that other game for a couple turns, and I think it's causing him some consternation now. He might just blow it up, he probably will, but give a friendly minion +2 attack. That guy's pretty cool. Some people were saying, oh, well, so much for the, like, Sergeant guy, right? The 2-1 for a 1 who gives +2 attack temporarily. There are differences. Like, this guy is very good. I think the Sergeant has a different role somewhat, but... Alright. I don't have enough mana to get him. This guy is only a 1 in 4 chance to kill the bear, but it would be really awesome if he killed the bear, so let's see if he kills the bear.
It's getting hot in here.
Ah, so close, so close. So we're gonna have to make the hyena larger, which is unfortunate. But we are gonna kill the bear, get a card, before I do anything with the dagger. No, didn't get anything good, so we're gonna kill this idiot. Oh well. I'm not gonna complain about that, because the odds were significantly against him, like, killing the bear and wrecking my opponent's day. Which still would have grown this guy, and he still would have not been doing too bad, honestly. Not going for the kill on this, but he does have a damage advantage there. I can't quite trigger his combo, because I don't have any guy that costs 2. Making a dagger doesn't count. Damn it. I can't make him cheaper, because I don't have any way to boost my weapon.
I wonder.
Try this. I think the thing to do, I'm going to have to take the 4 damage and it hurts, but I can get rid of this, trade this guy, and make myself a smith.
Toasty.
Here we go.
Ow.
They all bend to my command.
So, see if he has a deadly shot. Previously, it wasn't useful time for a deadly shot. Now would be a useful time for a deadly shot. Now, would it be worth it is a different question. I can do other stuff.
I'll show them. I'll show them
There's more secrets. Bear Trap is really good in, like, any situation. I think it's particularly good in the arena. Now I get him. Now I could have gone him, and then him and shot something. It's not as useful now, is it? So I could hit that for 4. My guy would go down to 4 hit points, which would be easily in range to take out from those other guys. But if I made a weapon, I could stab this and finish it. There's a lot of work to kill stupid turtle. Although then this guy would come out for 1. And I think that's working out. Let's see if my math is successful.
Here we go.
blood and plunder.
I could play him. I don't really want to blow up the mad scientist as much. I mean, I guess the secret's going to come out either way, but if I leave it, there's a chance my opponent would draw whatever secret he's planning yet, and, you know, maybe he only has one more secret, and I would mess him up. I think I'm going to get out the Silent Knight, because he's pretty survivable against junk. It also would have been nice to get him out somehow in that turn, and inspire, and when I made my dagger, he would have got +1 health, which, if it happens a second time, he was a 3/4 for 2 mana, in which case it's pretty cool. But, you know, the hyenas are bad, but he doesn't have any beasts out, so it could be worse. Got a secret now. Okay, so step 1, the explosive trap won't trigger unless I attack him, which is unfortunate. What do I want to hit? I think I want to kill this more than him. It's definitely more important. It'd be nice to play him and get, like, buff all these guys and then go on a rampage.
So many options.
I could do that. Because he could kill that. Excuse me. I'm actually going to try that, even though I might get crushed by the secret somehow.
Behold the might of
I think it's worth the risk at this stage. Because he'll protect against explosive trap pretty well, actually.
Silence!
Ah, damn it. Oh, okay, that's not so bad. Could have been worse.
Here we go.
I really want to get rid of that guy. I don't want to take the horrendous amount of damage I have to take to get rid of him. On the other hand, he's going to do the damage to me anyway, isn't he? Shit. I'm going to take him out. Okay, kill that. I am really low, so while I have a big card advantage and a somewhat noticeable army advantage, I can go down really fast. That's not helping with the card advantage. Yeah, he's in the position to just shoot me every turn. I am really on the defensive here. Not looking good, being 7 health against a hunter. I can't use my daggers for, like, any stuff anymore. Okay. Gotta kill a lot of things, but I want the dagger to do damage to my opponent. Oh, I could have played him first and got him inspired. I don't think that matters. I wanted to get her out. Just 2, and 3. Do I have lethal by any chance? 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 20. No, but surprisingly close. I gotta kill all of his stuff, pretty much, though. So my damage potential is gonna go significantly down.
Here we go.
I kill all this stuff without using my face, which is pretty hard. So I'm gonna lose the smith, unfortunately.
This guy's toast.
Save the cold blood for now. So I have killed all the things. Your move. All you have to do is shoot me every turn, and I will be dead very soon. If you have any direct damage to me, I'll be dead even sooner. You're going to spend your turn casting Ball of Spiders? That would work well with the hyenas, but I don't know. Can I just kill him? I don't know. Blade Fury. That's not going to work as well as it would have before because I don't have the buff anymore. But I can hit him for 6, 12, 16. I just didn't do enough damage to him last turn. 16, still 20 damage, which is impressive, but, like, not killing him. And if I don't kill the spiders, he can kill me on his turn. Although I can get rid of them with the Blade Fury, so that counts for something. We'll be doing that. Okay, I'm gonna get this guy out.
Greetings from beyond the grave.
Yeah, beyond the grave. I don't need to be able to remake... Well, if I don't remake my weapon this turn, I'm losing 1 damage. Losing 1 damage, not that big a deal, though. I don't think I'm going to worry about it, but I do need to be able to cast this. Okay. Let me get her.
Don't mess with us. Hey, lights out.
I can't attack with the weapon, because then I would lose the use, and I wouldn't have it to do that. So close to being able to kill my opponent, but almost anything would finish me off. He could draw just like a quick shot or whatever. The Rhino puts him within 1. If he has any other beast, he wins. And of course he has beasts because he had all those weapons. I was so close to making it work. But no. That drives people. Took a little bit too much damage early on, but man, was he ever, like, not safe. Okay. Twins. Now, I bought a pack before this run to make sure I got one of the new packs. I've been told by a viewer who's usually pretty reliable that they changed it up this time so that it's random now, whereas after Goblins vs. Gnomes, it was just like whatever pack, like, well, not immediately, but soon after that, they said, okay, whatever pack you bought last in the shop, that's what you're going to get. And I had some anecdotal evidence that that's still true, but if it's random, it's very difficult to prove whether that is the case or random, unless I get something that is, as soon as I get something, if I get something that's not a Grand Arena pack, then we'll know that it is in fact like random. It's random. Damn it! More Grand Arena packs. That's very annoying. Like, I'm sure as it is supposedly weighted towards the Grand Tournament, whatever, but that sucks. I wanted Grand Tournament cards. I definitely didn't need another Jeeves. I might have needed Sabotage, but I don't care about that much. Woo. Well, I guess what we're really watching for is the new cards. I'm going to go and buy a pack here. Even though normally I'm saving this money for the arena. Let's see what I get in an actual pack of the Grand Tournament. King's Elec, we've seen and talked about them. Not that exciting. I get Drenny Totem Carver. I don't think this is one of the better rares. 4/4 for 4. As a battle cry, she gets +1/+1 for each friendly totem. So she can easily be a 5/5 or a 6/6 for 4. I'm still not, so there are some similar better cards out right now, so I'm not that excited by her as a class card. This thing is amazing. This is like the new Velens. You know how, like, priests didn't have, like, huge strong minion buffs, other than, like, the crazy, like, inner fire combo, which is a bunch of things. But then they got Velens. Velens did not require a combo. Velens was the combo. The combo was you had a minion, and you put Velens on it, and now things were good. This is the same sort of thing for Paladins. Paladins already had some stuff like that, but this one's super efficient, right? 3 mana, you get your Blessing of Might and your Blessing of Bubble, and so you take almost any minion, you put this on it, and it should be able to kill almost any enemy minion and survive. And then your opponent still has to get rid of it somehow. So that is very cool. In fact, if you start playing with... I wonder if there are some very hit point favored, like hit point biased minions that have bad, like, stats because their attack is so low, but have a good net amount of stats and abilities for their cost. I wonder if you could start doing some stuff like that, like the stupid gnome expansion, like 1/4 guys, 1/4 charge taunt, and the 1/4 that attacks twice and stuff like that. They might. I don't know if they're viable enough that you could make a deck that had a whole bunch of Blessing of Might and this and Avenge and make them good, but it's an interesting thought. The Brave Archer, yeah, she's just a 2/1 for Hunter, but if you get her later in the game and you're able to empty your hand, you can just start shredding your opponent at 4 damage a turn. Hero power. And Warrior Aspirant guy, he's a 3/3 for 3, which is pretty solid. And his Inspire is give your weapon +1 attack, which is pretty interesting. You have to activate, like, your Armor Up ability, which is not the best ability. It's a much better ability when it gives +1 attack to your weapon, though. Assuming you have a weapon. Well, he would be hardcore if he was a rogue guy. But the rogue one is slightly different. Anyway, so that was that run. It was still a pretty good run. I'm a little bit annoyed that I don't automatically get Grand Tournament packs, but it should be weighted pretty heavily towards the new set. So we'll just have to see what I end up with next time. If you enjoyed this, please click the like button, or on your touchscreen, please lick the like button.
Warning, licking the touchscreen is not recommended.
And don't forget to subscribe to Demonac Games for more Hearthstone Arena and other gaming videos.